It's the penultimate update and the final proper level in this game.
We fought so hard and got so far, but in the end, Cole didn't even matter.
Yeah, well, we're gonna try and rescue Cole, but before we do that, we have to get through the other half of Weaselby's mansion.
So wait a sec, was that every upgrade?
Yeah, that was every upgrade. We're done. It's almost like I planned this out or something.
Hell yeah, get the fuck out of here, Lance. We don't need you anymore.
100% run, baby!
This is one of those games where you kind of need to 100% it in order to stand a chance later on. Especially the final boss. Like, I will not spoil the details of the final boss, but I have no clue how anyone was able to defeat the final boss without getting every upgrade first. I absolutely adore that painting of Weaselby in the background. You see a couple of duplicates of it later.
He's very much a DuckTales villain, you know that?
Yeah, absolutely. And apparently Wario was responsible for the curtains.
Yep.
Wario needed money.
Yeah.
He just kind of sold them. The W was already there.
That's kind of his gimmick, though, is acquisition of wealth. Yeah, I may have pointed this out before, but if you time it just right, you can use your invincibility frames. It's actually not your invincibility frames, really. It's also the enemies. There's one particular way of getting past slights. Also these obviously drop. I mean, you saw that coming from a mile away.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a speedrunning tactic where when you're dealing with slights, if you hit them on the way down from a jump, they will have invincibility for about a second or so. And you can use that to run past them without fighting them. Or without taking damage.
Interesting.
There is also, I think I've talked about this before, but there was recently a method discovered by Judge Fish to clip through the floor using or activate you dying and activating tea time at the same time.
Huh.
And then you can get your health back by also lining that up with a health block. Yeah, those chandeliers they will break after a set amount of time.
Okay, so it's not in response to you like hitting the chain.
No. And now Weaselby has commissioned several gold busts of himself. I guess I would be more surprised if he didn't do that.
I was gonna say that just seems part of the course at this point.
They are ghoulish.
And possibly ghost-like as well. Oh no, sorry, that's Ghosts and Goblins, I think. It's G&G something.
Ghouls and Ghosts? Is that the one you're thinking of?
Yes. Did I get it right the first time? I might have.
Ghosts and Goblins is the original. Ghouls and Ghosts is the Super Nintendo Genesis version. So they're really the same game. They're just one's upgraded.
So here, as I mentioned before, is the big gimmick of this area. Occasionally you'll get teleported into these areas which are inspired by previous levels. Games like Ninja Gaiden Black have done the same thing. I made the comparison to Itagaki because he really likes doing that.
I don't remember him doing that in Devil's Third, his magnum opus.
Yes, of course, the masterpiece.
That's because the magnum opus had actual material and didn't need to recycle stuff.
Yeah. I mean, Ivan didn't need this kind of thing for his power. He had the power of breakfast anyway. Should we explain that joke, I guess?
No, like one other person will get it.
Well, yeah, that was me. But yeah, I'm sure someone else will get it, and will be happy. But yeah, as you can see, this is not actually, we're not actually revisiting any levels. It's just new gimmicks inspired by the old levels. Although this is kind of similar to that very first secret level that we did, or at least the one in World 1.
I mean, this is actually, as far as recycled material goes, you know,
Come on.
this isn't bad.
It's
Well,
quaint.
it's not recycled. It's not literally recycled, but clearly someone just did a copy
No,
paste.
but I mean, it's
Clearly someone
it's 20% post-consumer. Come on,
Yeah.
now.
Clearly someone just did a copy paste job on all those slimes who respawn. I don't know if I ever mentioned the correction I made, but it turns out enemies do respawn when they go off screen. And speaking of recycling things, here's the puzzle monster again.
Please tell me he's not at the end of every portal.
I just had enough of this shit. Let's get out the robot. And after a set amount of damage, he will always jump onto the bottom screen. However, it is possible to take him out on the bottom screen. I think I showed that off a few videos ago, back in the start of World 5.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Anyway, you can take him out very easily with the robot power. Ultra combo.
Oh, that damage chain though.
Yeah, it's pretty satisfying to pull off. Although that is entirely RNG because you never know what color he will spawn as next. Yeah, there's another one.
Boo.
Anyway, moving on. I just fast forwarded past him, so.
I was about to say, you know, we were talking about, like, having a Game Grumps moment where we just, like, throw the controller off and walk away. Was that it? But I guess not.
It was more like a deep, unsatisfied sigh. Because I'd forgotten there were 2 fights there. Yeah, I was not happy when that happened. Thankfully, though, by this point, the puzzle monster is more of a nuisance than anything. Yeah, this game's combat was not designed for stairs.
The puzzle monster at this point is Henry's low-tier god. He talks smack, puts up a crappy fight, and then disconnects.
So this was the 13-0 then.
Exactly. We're going for 13-0.
Oh wait, no, sorry. I mixed it up. So 13-0 is Perfect Legend, not LTG. Because you can make a 13 out of his name. That's how I remember it. Yeah, this also does the same. I don't know about gimmick, but like it does the same system of keeping it in check by having the floors serve as the checkpoints. Which I know I shouldn't be impressed by it because other games do it all the time. That Slight was very excited to see Henry. He could not stand still. You got a fan.
This solid floor being a checkpoint thing is really just kind of a band-aid to make it passable to even do this kind of level design, though. It's
Yeah.
like-
Also, yeah, the wall of spikes is chasing us. And I very nearly died here. That was a little too close for comfort. And now, of course, we're in Skyland. By this point, I'm just taking the gems out of habit. I literally do not need them anymore with every upgrade in the game.
At this point, you're building a nest egg.
Yeah. I know we've already humiliated everyone in the puzzle realm. Now we need to ultimately crash their economy. Yeah, that's poor pokey placement.
Why is
Once
that
again.
hat flickering colors?
I don't know what you were referring to, but was it on the pokey?
Yeah,
That might have just been a damage signifier.
but it was just doing it while it was walking. When you were like locking it in place with damage, its hat wasn't changing color. Like, okay, there's one coming up. Look at its hat. And it's gone.
I think he just died off screen. By the way, they bring back, if you remember, in the very first section where we got the bomb, they had a little puzzle where you had to shoot it inside. That is the only other time it gets brought up. Okay, I'll look at his hat.
Huh.
He's not moving. He's not doing the thing.
Yeah, I think maybe maybe it was just a shading thing. So the problem
This particular pokey has crippling anxiety brought on by the fact that he has a fear of heights. Ah! He's cured.
Yep, he is cured of that as well as all other physical ailments and life. I'm glad they brought back the beanbag guys, or the propeller hat guys. Unfortunately, as you can see here, when you use the bomb special, it is a perfect semicircle. So anything that's underneath there didn't get hit.
That's unfortunate, but I understand, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the developers didn't really expect you to be able to attack things from underneath the bomb special.
Look at his hat when it's moving.
Yeah, it's blinking when it moves.
I don't know why that is. Maybe because of the smaller DS screen, it would be able to better point out the hat as a weak spot. That's just a guess, though.
Okay, I mean, I guess if it's an indicator of like, flashing thing, weak spot, that's fine. It was just like I just wasn't sure what to make of it. Was it like, did they fuck up the animation frames on this thing, or?
I think it was intentional, but I don't know. I'll have to ask Kyle Garber whenever I see him. That'll be the first question I give him. Is what's up with the hats on the Pokey enemy?
The people demand answers.
We haven't really seen one of these in a while. It's a blue treasure chest that just gives a lot more. I think there's been like one other one in the LP.
I'm surprised they weren't real scumbags and put a hidden level in here.
Yeah, well, there is. I mean, there's a hidden level much later, but I think you have to. It's in 5.1, where you have to get it back with the first sewer level. And again, it's been a while since I've recorded this footage. There may actually be one in here, but I think there are 2 secret levels in World 5, and the first entrance to it is definitely in World 5.1. I don't remember where the other one is. It might be here. Thankfully, those pressure platforms do not fall unless Henry steps on them.
And at least they give you a chance to recover.
Yeah, that's like just enough safety. Thankfully, the aggro for the monkey boys is very small. Kind of surprised. And now we got this. This goes on for a lot longer than it needs to. Still annoying.
The fact the monkey boys won't step off platforms is aggravating at best.
It's also very funny when you get a pea shooter, because then you can just cheese them from the other platform.
They just don't care at all about being pelted like little tiny lemons or blueberries.
Oh, I thought you said lemmings. I was very confused.
Oh no, lemons. But then I remembered we're not. This isn't Mega Man. Those pellets aren't blue or yellow.
Well, he lived a good life. I mean, come on, they had to have known about that AI exploit. Yeah, at this point though, we have the golden vest, which cuts down, I think it's 2 hearts of damage instead of the 4 or 5 before the upgrade. So I'm not completely screwed if I go in the lava, just mostly. Oh hey, remember this set piece?
Yeah, this doesn't look fair at all.
Thankfully though, there are 2 completely solid boxes over there for a little bit of safety. Of course, it leaves you quite exposed if you stand on them, but at least you got something to work with.
Yeah, that's still not great. Oh, hello.
Yeah, I entered the portal a little too early there.
And immediately throws
And
a Brainiac at you.
Yeah.
2 of them even.
I think at some point like there are some damage boost things that you can do. I've used it a couple times in the LP where you can damage boost over to the other side to group more enemies together when using your pea shooter special. But it can be risky depending on which enemy you're working with.
Yeah, I can see that.
This was just very satisfying. Yeah, so when the enemies start flashing, that means that you've hit their maximum in terms of comboing them. You can't combo them any further. I take great offense that some of the palette swaps later on can survive more than one pea shooter special.
This is a little rough.
Yeah.
Did they seriously just pull you out from a battle arena right into another battle arena?
Yes. They actually did that. Oh great, more conveyor belts. Where's Gex when we need him?
Wah! Wah! Wah!
Yeah, this one is more of a platforming challenge, ironically. You're more about jumping between enemies there. I was really hoping I'd be able to go around just for the hell of it, but
That's really weird that there's a conveyor belt on that wall.
well, I mean, they haven't really done that much with wall jumping on conveyor belts, so it's I don't know. It's an interesting way of adding to the platforming variety.
Yeah, I guess it's just I don't know what the point of the conveyor belt on the left side of that one was, but that just went up to the ceiling. But whatever, not that big a deal.
I'm sure the level designers thought it made sense at the time. And saved by the safety blocks. Yeah, that's actually I don't remember I don't remember if World 4 ever actually had a forced fight on conveyor belts.
I don't remember one either.
I really don't think there was.
Well, I mean, at least it's giving us something new then.
And it's kind of cool that there's a automated treasure delivery system here, I guess.
Yeah. Yep, the Heron shot at it again.
I just can't wait till the final credits when Weaselby, admits defeat and climbs into his earthquake bed. He would be the only person who would own one of those death traps.
Yeah, definitely. In retrospect, I probably should have cut some of this fight. I cut a lot of the other ones, but not this one for some reason.
This one is kinda satisfying.
Yeah, I mean, if you come in here with the pea shooter, sure.
Yeah, although this fight probably went on about like twice as long as it needed to. Like it just kept throwing the same groups of enemies.
Yeah, the good news is this is the last one. So.
We're free!
Hooray! We're finally
Earn
free.
it, old man! Earn it!
So next update, we're going to be doing the last 2 secret levels, and then we'll be tackling the final boss. I love that portrait.
I like it.
That portrait is so good. Well, next time, as I mentioned, we're going to be tackling the last 2 secret levels. I've already done all the other secret levels on the camera, and then defeating Weaselby once and for all.
All right.